3, 2.
Hola, hello, and welcome to the Midnight Shift podcast. Well, here we talk about random things and fandom things.
Run it back. Someone grab me a fucking beer real quick.
Oh yeah.
Come on. You ready?
Wait.
Is it recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Quiet.
Welcome back to the Midnight Shift. We appreciate you coming back to see us, to hear us, to feel us within you and without you. Today is a special day. Today we actually have a special guest. His name is Space. Talk to me, Space. Is that your name? That's what your name tag says. Or you need it.
Wait, we got
Space?
name tags?
Yeah, I don't know. Your shirt said Space.
This man didn't get his name tag.
But now I'm blushing. That was crazy. Okay. Hi. How's it going? I'm Space. I am 5'10". I have a 18-pack abs. I promise I'm not a catfish.
So,
Wait,
you still got KIKE, we got Antonio, we
Hey,
got
what's
Apex, we got Tightly Faded, and DJ Tetras.
now to clarify, was that 6.5 foot tall?
Yeah, 6.5
Okay.
and a half.
6.5 and a half.
Yeah, I was 5'11"
Damn.
and a half for
Yeah.
7 years.
The half matters.
It does. That's what his
You know,
girl said.
I remember when I was in high school. There's a guy in our class. He used to say, "Oh, I want to grow up and be 6'12", and we all looked at him like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I want to be 6'12". Man, never became 6'12".
I don't know why, and this is really fucked. I thought you were gonna say he died. I don't know. He's like he went from 6'12" and he was 6'12" in the ground.
He never
That
released
year.
inch away.
That
He
year,
was 7 feet in the ground. But
that year,
that's
that man was arrested.
Oh, was he really? Well, he's with someone that's 6'12". Do that. But that's on another subject. So today's topic is Godzilla.
thought it was Gojira.
Gojira. Sorry, I'm not from Japan.
God.
But yeah, there's a lot to talk about today when it comes to Godzilla. I don't know if y'all listeners have seen the new trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong. What was it?
I'm telling you.
What was that?
New Empire.
The New Empire.
It's not Godzilla versus Kong. It's Godzilla X Kong.
Oh,
They're-
sorry.
Ooh.
It's a union
I
now.
can't read and
It's
say.
a union they married.
Oh,
They got
there you go.
married.
It's a collab.
Yeah.
The
Legal?
X means collab.
Oh, it's a collab. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
Wait,
it's
do they
more
have
collab.
HR?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they have an HR.
They had a whole brand.
Oh.
It was a whole brand deal. Lawyers got together. It was crazy.
I mean, if you really think about it, those people that are with Kong all the time, they're kind of like his manager, really.
They really are.
And then Monarch is kind of like Godzilla's manager. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit.
Monarch or Mothra?
No,
I mean,
not-
No, Monarch
no.
is something else.
Marker's
No.
a monster.
Monster.
Monarch is the group.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot to talk about today. We have the new trailer that came out. We have the old Godzilla classics that are good. We have a movie actually in the theaters, Godzilla -1.
That's the Japanese one.
Yeah, that actually I'm hyped to see.
Isn't
And-
that Shin Godzilla?
No, that's another one. So we also can talk about that too. But yeah, we can get into it. So first, we all just recently saw the trailer for Godzilla X Kong, the New
Yeah.
Empire,
Yep.
not Star Wars. So
Yup.
what did you guys think about it? Heat.
Oh.
Heat.
Oh. Oh, I'm gonna say it's good.
Jesus.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. It's good. It's good.
Easy.
I want everybody else to
Yo.
talk before I continue.
Godzilla.
I want-
This man went full Drake on him.
I want everyone to know Godzilla is stripped the fuck out, and Kong, why's he got the Infinity Gauntlet though?
You know,
That or
I
just like a Michael Jackson glove.
I agree with
One
you.
glove.
I agree
One
with
love.
you. Why?
I just want
Wait,
to know,
who?
like,
You gotta
Yo.
punch hard. That's the whole point.
but he already punches hard. Why does he need to punch harder?
Because
Yo.
what else does does he have?
This man needs to
Besides
upgrade.
hands.
Yeah.
Your
He
boy
got two
got-
things, left and right.
Yeah.
He got nothing else.
Your boy got
Got-
multiple
You can
thumbs.
Apex.
This dude
You
missed
can
the-
hit hard, but if you could hit harder,
I'm trying to be Mr.
Recommended.
Left, Right, Good Night. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're
Yuji
saying, but look.
Itadori?
why does he have two and not one? That is a good question though. Like why only one glove?
Wait, hold on. Mr.
He's pulling a
Apex.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's true.
Mr. Apex. Godzilla over here got a whole ass beam coming out of his mouth.
That's true.
Godzilla ain't got shit. He's got them hands. He's throwing down. He's jumping
Wait,
around.
Kong-
He needs
Kong
to
got
upgrade.
That's not Kong's fault that Godzilla got hot.
Yo, look. Hey, Kong's gonna be like Iron Man, bro. He's getting ready to build himself a suit, his Hulk suit. You know what I'm saying? Hulk Buster. But for Kong, he's ready.
Yo, Mechacon. Kong.
Yo, hey, I'm telling you.
So wait,
I'm-
You're
Godzilla.
welcome.
Godzilla got like the
Warner
short
Brothers.
T-Rex arms, right?
Yeah, but Godzilla also digivolved. Did you not see how he looks now? He
Godzilla,
looks like he
Well,
evolved.
I'm
into
trying
his-
to. I'm trying to remember now. I'm trying to remember. Is he
Godzilla
like?
don't need hands. He got a
Your
cannon
boy-
from his mouth.
It don't matter. Your boy Kong got opposable thumbs. All right, he can pick shit
You
up.
about to
and
say
throw it.
appendages.
So-
My boy got appendages.
So I have to ask. Let's go around. And so we already have seen, technically in the past, we've seen the Kong versus Zilla fight. However, who you going with?
I'm all Zilla.
So okay, so we've got Kike with Zilla. What about you, Apex?
Zilla all day.
Okay,
Let's go.
Antonio.
Team
Zilla,
Zilla.
ain't no question.
Oh,
Zilla.
okay,
No question.
all right. Space.
It's Zilla. It has it. This
Dang. Okay.
I'm gonna go against the group on this.
He's gonna say Mothra. I
Wait.
like moths.
I like
I'm not afraid to say
giant
it.
moths.
I'm only good to do one thing.
No, what's the
and
one
that's die?
What's the one that have like three dragon heads?
That's
Oh,
good.
King Ghidorah.
King
Yeah.
Ghidorah.
That was a
Yeah.
good movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like
No
King
crap. That
Monsters?
was
once we start talking
yeah.
about the Godzilla
But
movies,
that wasn't the question.
But
No, yeah,
between
it
the
wasn't.
two,
But-
between the two,
Yeah.
I'll go Kong.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
The reason why is your boy got upgrades. You can upgrade Kong.
I think he has weapons. He has
But
an
you
axe,
can
and then
upgrade
he has a
Zilla
Come on.
too.
I'm just.
You can't
just
upgrade
for the
him
people.
that much.
As much
Zilla
as
is all radiation. You can
Wait.
100% upgrade.
Pause.
Okay.
You said you can't upgrade Godzilla?
I know you can, but not as good as Kong.
My
Kong
man-
also has radiation, by the way.
First off, Godzilla originally had fire breath, and now it's radiation beam. Let's not do that. Let's not disrespect.
Okay, wait.
Godzilla.
The only thing
Hold
I can.
on.
Okay.
Hold on, real quick.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Godzilla, just so people understand, Godzilla was always a product of radiation.
Yes. Yes.
Always.
Yes.
From his inception. He was a creation after the whole thing we won't talk about on this podcast, but he's a product of radiation in the Japanese lexicon. That is where he comes from.
I would also like to state
I feel like.
Are we gonna fight over this
He
one?
sounds like he's in a court. Court.
Are we gonna fight over this
And
one?
another thing.
Your Honor.
All right.
Colin is on the floor.
in Zilla's defense, this creature, this monster,
Oh,
Give
Yo,
them respect.
they have feelings.
They're all monsters.
Put some respect on his
Yeah.
name, bro.
I think you're talking about Zilla like that. Oh.
he is that monster. What do you mean?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. Anyway, this savage of a beast,
Yeah. Oh my God. Big
Go
word.
after his mom.
Big
Jesus.
words.
this monstrosity.
Oh my fucking.
Of a-
Say it! Hey, please, what are you trying to get at?
Where I'm going is Godzilla took a nuke to the literal face, underground in his own domain.
Yep.
Are you telling me King Kong could do the exact same thing?
That's where his upgrades come in.
He got taken out by a plane.
He's like, that's where the Iron Suit comes
Yes,
in,
exactly.
So what you're already telling me is that Zilla doesn't need the upgrades
Yo,
to
boy.
be better.
Yo, boy. If you remember the Jack Black, or if you remember the Jack Black King Kong, your boy fought Godzilla,
Wait.
that T-Rex looking bug, and ripped that man's jaw. He went and then ate his motherfucking tongue.
If you're comparing that 2008 CGI compared to what we have today and what wait,
Time out.
Zilla.
Yeah, for a second I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Jack
you
Black
just-
Kong, but now I remember.
Yeah, now
Did
you
you
remember
just-
the 3.5 hour
Yeah.
Jack
Wait a
Black
minute.
Kong
yeah, but
movie.
before that they had the horrible Godzilla with Matthew Broderick.
Hey, put some respect on that. Anyway, real quick, pause real quick. We gotta pause for a second.
Yo,
Did you just compare
I did.
Godzilla to a T-Rex?
Look, I'm gonna say
That-
this. I respect Godzilla. I will always respect him for what he is. But I have to go against the group on this one. King Kong got them thumbs. Your boy can
Wow.
build. He got upgrades.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he'll
Bro.
win.
All right, so
I'm pretty sure
but
he'll win.
he says that, but in Godzilla vs Kong, Kong got clapped.
Did.
Godzilla whooped that ass. Like
Yeah.
Kong was on the floor, he yelled in his face, and Kong's like, "All right, I chill out." Like,
He already got clapped 2-1.
no,
if
he
we're being
Godzilla beat.
That's
him.
how-
He
that's how he
scratched him and
fights.
beat him, then he threw it in his.
That's how he fights.
What,
he
laying
fights
on the
his,
ground?
Yeah, he fights on his back.
What?
What the hell?
No, Kong apparently a power bottom, so we gotta give him
Yo.
that.
Yo,
Yeah.
chill. Anyway, look.
Kong bottom. Kong bottom. Hashtag.
my only disagreement with the new Godzilla movie is how they've been downgraded by the way every movie.
That boy got a
Do you-
small ass head.
Yeah, do you remember how in
Bro.
the very first new Godzilla movies when Bryan Cranston was in that bitch,
Mm-hmm.
Godzilla was massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
This
was.
dude was massive as fuck. And every other movie, it seems like he gets smaller. And in this new trailer,
That
it looked
dude
like
was
he
small.
was tiny. It looked like he was.
Because he not on that Walter White no more.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
I
no
mean,
more of that blue goodness.
honestly,
He's
I
pink
know, right?
now.
You see
I feel like in
movie.
every movie, it's like, okay, going back to the Jack Black, right? If you look at for what in the beginning of the movie,
Wait, you
your
talking
boy
about-
was
you talking about Kong.
huge. I know, but I'm just saying, going back to that movie, right? In the beginning, your boy was fucking huge, but compare him to the building when he's climbing the building.
It wasn't that big. It
Was
wasn't.
he like
Once
the
they-
size of a mountain?
That's
though?
what she said. No,
The-
but that he wasn't that big because he was basically like a kind of larger gorilla.
No,
But he wasn't
he
like
was
the,
big.
he wasn't the Kong and Kong Skull Island.
No.
where he was like standing up straight.
No,
he
but
was
that's
tall
what
as hell.
but I'm
No, but
saying,
in
like,
Skull Island, he was younger than he was. Kong was
no, but
younger
he
in
was
Skull
more
Island.
like I don't know. He was standing more upright. The other one was like just a literal gorilla, just bigger.
Either way,
Because like the girl he grabbed,
but
she was the size of his hand. Ain't nobody the size
The-
of the Kong Skull Island.
But how do you fit this man? He got a whole ass wall built to guard people from him.
yeah.
But yet we're gonna stick his ass in a theater because we brought him home.
That's true.
I do have.
Where do you fit?
No, he's
I do
right.
have-
Where do you fit?
No,
IMAX.
that is true. IMAX. We'll go to your local AMC.
but how did they get him into
Yo,
the room though?
we
That's-
do we do
Sponsored.
better than Nicole Kidman does. When you come here, you want to. I don't. Whatever. Anyway, no, but it is true because when Kong Skull Island came out and then Godzilla came out and then there was a post credit where they were supposed to fight each other, like they had that caveman painting, whatever. There was a lot of people that actually, I don't know how they got the height to both of them, and Kong or Godzilla, one of them was bigger. So when the movie was supposed to come out, they're like, how is that gonna work if one of them is bigger than the other? So either Godzilla got taller or Kong got shorter. Like they try to make him equal height. But at that point, you're right. There was either Kong was actually technically taller or Godzilla was technically taller. That they had to kind of like level them out.
Well-
And now with this one, they did the same thing. They try to make him like, oh shit, maybe they were so little off because Godzilla head got bigger.
The weird part is, in every movie they keep stating that Godzilla has gotten larger. Every
Thick
movie.
boy.
Yeah, he's a thickie. He's a little thicky. But
I wouldn't say it like that. But
by King of the Monsters, he was already
This podcast getting weird.
Thick with a Q. Thick with a Q.
Godzilla was already the biggest monster besides.
Fucking out.
It all started with
Wait,
the
how
text message.
big? Wait,
Hey,
Apex.
chill out.
how big was he?
Oh, you big boy.
he was Miss Thickles.
Look,
He was thick with 3 C's. And
look,
compared,
whatever you search up on your free time,
That's
I
on
need
you.
you
Yeah.
to keep it out the pod. 'Cause that's wild. That's wild.
No,
That's where it
he
belongs.
may have been a big boy, but he had that Mike and Ike head. He was like, he was big with like the smallest head. Like when he did clap Kong and he was yelling in his
Yo,
face,
Paul,
bro. When he got in his face, it was weird because Godzilla's head was so small, yelling at Kong. But I mean, he still beat him up. But I mean, like, it just looked weird. Like his head is like weirdly small for his body. But it does look like in this new trailer, they did, I don't know if his Pokemon evolution, they made him look like he actually did get a little bit of a larger head and is now his aura is like pink now.
I want to go back to the whole like Kong versus Zilla for a second here, because like you already stated, Kong got hands.
Your boy, look,
Zilla,
Godzilla. Your boy got little T-Rex arms. All right,
But he still put in that work.
look,
he can put in the work with that
He
laser
said you don't
cannon,
want
and
that
that's it.
smoke.
he got a laser cannon. He got
That's
a
it.
tail whip that's stronger than Pikachu. Now hold on.
Actually, you say he has little hands, but he scratched the shit out of Kong. He was ripping that boy up.
Either way, he got a jaw. Besides
Bruh.
that,
Damn, bro.
wait, yo,
hold up.
Tell me about this man's
yo,
jaw.
wait a minute.
Tell me about this
Wait a
man's
minute.
jaw.
Apex, like,
Wait,
his jaw game
stop.
go crazy.
Let-
Stop.
Let Apex finish real quick. Going on to the point here. Godzilla has all these built-in factors
Uh huh.
to whoop Kong with. Kong needed an axe that literally was made out of Godzilla's spine or whatever it was, his little like.
It's like
It's
like
the
spike
spikes.
thing.
Yeah.
That was kind of fire. Though.
That was fire.
Tough. That was
But-
tough. I like that.
But that was the only thing that was really effective against Godzilla. Was Godzilla himself.
His upgrades.
His
That was his
upgrades-
upgrade.
Who's upgrades? He had a
King
axe.
Kong.
He had,
So does people in Fortnite. They don't do shit.
Yo, boy got upgrades.
who's the giver of the upgrades though? Came from Godzilla.
It don't matter. Your boy got upgrades. You know why he got that brain? Godzilla, he just like a little lizard.
But is that okay? But is
He's
that
a
brains?
little.
or
He's a
is that
little
just, like,
iguana.
is that brains or is that just
Why?
happenstance? Because like he just grabbed a thing and used it to swing, and it's like, oh, effective. That's not brains. He didn't use any smarts at all. He was just like, I hit things. That's it. That's all Kong did. Meanwhile, Godzilla's like,
Oh my God!
Actually,
I
space, space is right because that axe thing that Kong has isn't effective until Godzilla shoots it with his radiation ray. Because if not, it's just it's just trash.
So you're telling me the axe that's made out of Godzilla wasn't effective until Godzilla himself shot a freaking radioactive beam at it?
Amen,
Pretty much.
Apex. Amen. Hallelujah
Your boy still got
to God.
thumbs.
He got thumbs.
He's making a point for the opposable thumbs.
Hallelujah to God.
Your boy still got
Zilla.
thumbs.
It's in the name, boys.
I'm still saying King Kong all the way. I'm gonna.
But what's a king to a god?
Ooh.
Come on.
He
He's
did
dropping
not.
bars.
The
Come
king,
on.
the
This
king
man did
can
not
kill
do
the
that.
god, sir,
Tetris,
and become
Tetris,
God
Tetris,
himself.
real quick. Can you fight an alligator and win?
I mean,
You have opposable thumbs.
Yes. Can you fight
everything,
a gorilla and win?
Everything
Maybe.
is still in the air until it happens.
Can you
Let's make it happen. Everybody, let's go outside. We're taking the pot outside.
we're going to the zoo, boys.
take a pot on the road?
We live in Louisiana, so we can find a little gator out there.
Yeah,
We're talking about
Literally,
down the street.
I step outside. I step on gators.
I step on gators.
Yeah.
Step on gators. They are my shoes.
I be riding them bitches.
That's how I get to work. We don't take buses. We take gators. So it looks like the majority is Team Zilla.
Yep. You
So-
never said what you were though.
Yeah.
Oh, I was definitely Godzilla. Sorry.
Yeah,
Everybody.
Like, don't get me wrong. I like King Kong. I'm a big fan of the Kong series and
Yes.
you know him as like his own character. But that he lost when it comes to Godzilla, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, he got his licks in. Like,
No, he
got,
did,
He
and
got
he-
his licks in
he
in
had
like
the
the
round.
boat
Well,
scene.
Well, I
He's
will
smart.
say this.
Around.
I will say this. Was it Kong versus Godzilla? Or Godzilla versus Kong? I don't remember how they worded that for the last movie. But like what the title was. I don't know if it was Godzilla.
It was Godzilla first.
Yeah,
It was
because
Godzilla
obviously
versus
he comes first. Well,
Well-
pause. Yeah,
What?
He goes first.
Well, the
That's
reason why I was
worse.
saying that is if you remember, like, yes, as you stated earlier, Godzilla did wreck over Kong, no doubt. But then at the end, Kong did come back and had to help Godzilla defeat the Mecha Godzilla.
I want you to fight the
What was
Mecha
that?
Godzilla and tell me you don't need help, Mike.
Come on. I'm just saying.
I feel like if Kong fought that Mecha Godzilla, he would need help. Don't we all need help?
Kong-
Doesn't Superman need help sometimes?
I'm sure.
Kong would not have been able to beat Mechagodzilla by himself.
No.
Godzilla definitely had the bigger chance if it was just him. Now he was losing for a while until Kong got there, but he also Godzilla. I feel like he didn't bring out all his weapons though against Mecha.
But I will say this: the only thing that
He
I
was
will
shooketh.
say, time out. What I will say is this: you got to think that is the first time, other than when Kong was like, I guess you would say, an adolescent when they had Kong Skull Island, when that Kong has fought anything. Because for the years leading up to the Godzilla vs Kong movie, he's been in like a controlled environment, hasn't been fighting anything, ain't been doing nothing.
Yeah,
He's just been
playing with trees.
sitting there chilling, throwing trees at buildings and walls. So
Good pastime.
you take that and then you compare that to Godzilla, that's literally trying to claim the title, the King of Monsters.
Also, if you gotta go by that title right there, Godzilla can fight in all terrains. King Kong can't. Look what happened when they were in the water. King
No, no,
Kong was
I mean-
completely
I
at
told
a
you I was Team
disadvantage.
Godzilla.
That's
Hold on.
actually a really good point.
I mean, he could fight. You just gotta give him some time.
Tell me
Again,
what, who's he gonna-
upgrades.
What
great.
upgrade you get for
He
him?
gonna
to
get a
They
swim?
gave him the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw a mechanical hand, I'm like, please tell me they're not about to fight Transformers.
Yo,
Please.
I
That-
thought that too. I thought that.
That
too,
it would be.
for real.
It'd be kind of tough if they fought Pacific Rim bots.
Is that Shia LaBeouf?
That would be. Bro. He doesn't do anything. He just yells, "Boom, boom, bang!" Like,
Do it.
dude, he doesn't
Just
do anything.
do it.
I don't know, man. But no, I mean that was. It looks good. The movie looks good. I'm definitely gonna watch it. It looks like they do have a new threat. It seems like kind of like some kind of orangutan
See that right
with
there.
no lining, kind of
Baby,
That right
Baby
there-
Kong.
like a Kevin
No,
Durant,
Baby Kong.
LeBron
Baby Kong.
lining.
That
Yeah.
right there, to me, the biggest issue. The biggest issue with the trailer to me was the new antagonist. Because if it is that like also Kong person / creature, what is that compared to what Mechagodzilla was? Because I feel like in every movie they kind of have to do like a step up. That's why I was kind of hoping this movie would be about like Ghidorah. Not Ghidorah, my bad.
Well, he defeated King Ghidorah.
Yeah, not King Ghidorah. What is that dude's name?
Well, there
The
is
Space Godzilla.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
right. There
yeah,
is
yeah.
a
Oh,
space
shit,
alien
yeah.
Godzilla technically.
Oh God, I
That
forgot.
the
about
aliens
him.
try to make a version that can kill it, so they make their own Godzilla out of their technology. But with this one, it does seem like an alpha Kong kind of, because they do show other Kong species that are kind of afraid of this kind of red Kong. He seems a little bit larger, and they do show a scene that Kong, our Kong at least, finds a baby version of this red-haired Kong.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's what I'm
This
calling.
primate.
Yeah, they call him baby primate or whatever, baby Kong or whatever, but he technically isn't even. Maybe he's the baby of this other red
This other
dominant
descendant.
alpha or what. But
It could be, but one of the I'm still a little confused about this universe slightly.
You talking about the MonsterVerse that they've created?
Right,
Yeah.
because if you remember,
They haven't cemented anything really.
right, it was supposed to be like when they started building from the Godzilla side of it, when they started building it, it was supposed to be like all these classic kaiju big monsters. So that's why it was like Mothra, Mechagodzilla, and
King
like.
Ghidorah.
But then they really wanted to pull Kong into it, which is cool. It makes sense. But then it's like, what are the monsters that you're gonna? Because before it was like, oh, all these big ancient monsters are waking up and coming back into the world.
Well,
So
that
it's
was
like,
specifically in King of Monsters because Ghidorah was calling them.
right,
He
exactly.
was
But I'm
waking them
saying,
up.
so like this new one.
So there
How-
are specific new monsters that you do see in Monarch.
yeah, that's
You
the
talking about
thing.
the show?
Yeah,
so
the show.
Yeah.
kind of going into a new subject.
Well, no, I haven't seen Monarch yet, so I don't know if.
They do introduce some as they call them the Titans.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, all the Titans are waking up, and they're like, they're starting to see.
A new
So
alpha.
I'm trying not to ruin anything, but like in one of the scenes, they're like, we haven't because it takes place after Godzilla attacked.
How many episodes they have?
Oh, they got a good amount.
Is that after
I need
Ghidorah?
to get on that.
So it's after San Francisco.
What is that stream?
Possible spoiler alert,
Apple
just in
TV.
case.
Yeah, spoiler
Yeah,
if you haven't seen
spoil-
Monarch. I haven't seen Monarch.
Yeah,
It is-
so
lie.
I'm trying not to ruin anything, but it does take place after San
wait,
Francisco.
hold on, pause. Just so the listeners know, what is Monarch?
So it is a
And it's-
TV series on Apple TV that's about Godzilla and how this girl from the Godzilla movies lost her dad or whatever, and then she's trying to figure out who her dad is
Okay.
and how he ties into the Godzilla attacks and everything else.
Okay.
And to go off of that, if you dive even deeper, Monarch specifically is the government funding corporation that goes after Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay.
like, whenever they're like, oh, we heard about this big bad over here, they send this controlled government group, Monarch, to go find it.
Which is in Skull Island.
Yeah.
That was kind of that little.
Yeah, like
group.
the-
it was
yeah.
a beginning stage.
Correct.
Yeah.
The beginning of Monarch that had what was his name?
Oh, you see it in King of
Goodman.
Monsters.
Yeah.
That is a group
So-
that goes after Mothra and all them.
I don't want to ruin anything, but it does open with Goodman.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool.
It
Because he
does.
was like the founder from the first
Yeah.
movie that
Shout
we
out
saw.
to God Goodman. He's Louisiana local.
Because,
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, yeah.
but
It looks good.
It started with Goodman, and then it went on from there. Like where I'm at, because I haven't finished the entire thing yet, right? I'm at a part where they're starting to finally show more Titans for what they are,
That's cool.
and I'm like, oh shit, this is good. This is real good because it goes back to when Monarch was being founded to the modern day after the attacks of San Francisco.
I know in King of Monsters, they had titans that we had never seen before. One of them looked like a mammoth. One of them was like another one of the other, I'm going to call it kaiju, the one from the first one. I don't even know what you'd call that, that cockroach looking thing. I don't remember.
Well, I don't remember what monsters they showed in the trailer. So I don't want to spoil it.
The Mudo.
Mudo. That's what it was, Mudo.
That's what he fought. Godzilla fought.
In the first one.
In the first one
that they made.
Yeah, going going to what Antonio said. Going back to the origin of Godzilla. Godzilla, it's a Japanese creation back in the day, and all the old school Godzilla movies, which were like 70s, 80s.
Oh, early.
We'd have to look
It's
that
like
up.
back then.
I think
really
it's-
old.
They go
I
way
think it's
back.
60s.
He has like a.
Are you talking Dropkick Godzilla?
Yeah.
Dropkick
On sliding tail type. Yeah, like this is like some
Power Rangers
very,
Daddy Godzilla.
This is very old school stuff, but he had tons of villains and tons of opponents.
If I'm not
Kong
mistaken,
Kong was one of those.
I was gonna say in the old one, didn't he already fight Kong in the
He
past?
did fight Kong, and
Okay,
Kong,
yeah.
Kong was
is
like
part of the MonsterVerse.
he's like another op for Godzilla, but Kong wasn't really like his own thing until way later.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But
But
no, yeah. So I mean, with the King of Monsters and the Godzilla MonsterVerse, there's a lot of opportunity for that. But kind of going with what Antonio said is, those people going to be opponents for this new team, which is Kong and Godzilla, instead of Godzilla just going against them?
The thing about Kong was he was the American answer to Godzilla. Kong wasn't actually originally part of the MonsterVerse until Americans decided they wanted to add their own
bloody
voice.
Americans.
Yeah, we were the ones that have designed King Kong. So he wasn't entered into the MonsterVerse until a more modern time.
Just a fact for the pod. Godzilla was originally invented in 1954.
Okay.
Damn.
No, I knew he was like far back there. I
I was
just couldn't
about 1
remember.
years old.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
God damn.
Damn, 1954. He's been around for a while.
You've been drop kicking for a hot minute.
Yeah, a lot longer than
Just
Kong
slaying.
has. But no, let's say. So going back to the Godzilla movies, because there's probably a bit more Godzilla movies than there are Kong movies. So let's say we'll go back. So Godzilla vs Kong. We kind of talked a bit about that.
I did not know this, but King Kong is actually older than Godzilla.
Oh, really?
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 King Kong was invented in 1933. So
You are shiitake mushrooms, me, right?
So wait, did we make
We
King
is in
Kong?
who?
Who's we?
Like
Who
Americans?
are you?
Americans?
we?
You're American?
We?
Maybe?
Because Antonio's Canadian.
Because
Last time we
I'm
checked.
Puerto Rican Canadian too, so you know.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
So Americans.
So Kong is older. That's actually, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a surprise.
So technically, we made the as Americans, we made the monster universe, and then Japan was like, "Nah, fuck you. We about to jump in."
I feel like DJ Tetris.
I mean-
he was in the boardroom when they made him.
You're so aggressive, but I mean, technically, if you want to get into it, Americans made movies what they are to begin with in the first place. So
No, but it looks like I'm actually that's a really fun fact because I didn't know that. I didn't know Kong came before. What is it? Almost 20 years before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I do remember seeing a lot of black and white, kind of like slow, kind of like what was it?
when you
I'd
think
claim
about
anything.
it makes sense.
It does kind of make sense, yeah.
It does.
Just
probably
incorporating into Japan, even though there was a lot of, say, beef
Because when you
between
because
nations.
anybody who's into film and really into it, silent films up into the beginning of talkies. I'm really going into it, but silent film into the beginning of talkies. I believe Kong is right in that period between silent film and talkies. The first one, the really old black and white Kong movie. I genuinely believe it's in somewhere in between the silent film and talkie era,
I think he's right. I kind of can see it.
No, he's like right there
which is
because
way before.
there was.
Godzilla.
I gotta look this up real quick because one of the most famous movies that came out, a silent film, was A Trip to the Moon, which I don't know if y'all remember A Trip to the Moon, but A Trip to the Moon was 1902. Well, you know, I mean, you were born in 50.
100 years is a lot for me.
No, but I don't know if you've ever seen it, but you've probably seen a photo of it. Was the guy who has the face as the moon, and he has like a rocket sticking out of his face.
Never.
yeah.
So
Never seen it in my life, but we will put it on the.
yeah, we'll put it on there.
We'll put it on there so listeners can watch this very disturbing image that I can't
So that
sleep with now.
that was a famous silent film. So
Actually, now I'm not thinking about it. I think I have seen that.
you probably seen it. It's like
It's
a bunch
very
of wizards
iconic.
and stuff.
Yeah, in my
It's-
nightmares.
It's a very iconic.
He said in my nightmares.
In my nightmares.
But no, yeah, I think I do kind of remember seeing like a silent film actually with Kong, like a snippet of it. But no, that's a little bit of the history of it because I actually did not know about that. But I know we talked a little bit about this new Empire movie, Kong X Godzilla, according to Apex.
Mm.
And we do have other Godzilla movies from the past.
Mm-hmm.
King of Monsters, I feel like we've touched upon a bit. And then we do have one that was really completely different was Zilla. You guys remember Zilla?
Oh,
It was Godzilla, but they called him Zilla.
Talk
That,
about the 2004 movie?
yeah.
You mean the iguana?
Yeah, with Ferris Bueller.
What?
Yeah, that's Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. That movie was interesting.
You mean female Godzilla, where it laid
Had a bunch
eggs?
of babies.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were like in New York or something.
Yeah.
That movie was interesting. I kind of liked it though.
It was
I-
different.
I'm not
Like
a big
2 Chainz.
fan on it, but I could watch it. Like if you told me point a gun to my head, you're like, you want to watch this? I'd be like, all right, fine.
I mean,
But I'm not gonna go out of my way. And
Would you watch
it.
anything if a gun was pointed to your head?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, well, that doesn't say a lot.
Except for certain things.
Besides Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh yeah, I
I
would
would-
take a bullet.
Yeah, I would shoot me.
I'll
That
take
or
that
Death
bullet.
Note Netflix edition.
Oh, but those are my two favorite things to watch.
Death
my
Note
God.
Netflix edition.
Death Note Netflix edition?
Yeah, and Dragon Ball
We need
Evolution.
you to leave. Please walk out.
We're gonna need
Go
you to leave.
into space.
The 1933 King Kong movie did have one of my favorite scenes from a silent film, which is essentially Kong climbs the building, pulls the bed to the window, and then the next scene is essentially like a hand grab a woman and just like pull back. The window was not small enough. She should have been dead, and they just rip her out this bedroom.
Oh shit! I actually don't remember that at all.
Yeah, there was also the train scene where he like pulls up a train and the conductor stops the fucking train, and all you just see is like a crowd of people like run into each other, because obviously they're not on a real fucking train.
Yeah.
You just see a bunch of people like someone said go and they just ran into each other to stop the train.
I've actually never seen it. It's 93?
The 33,
Oh,
30.
33.
the silent film.
Oh, you said
Yeah, the
90. I'm
old
like,
one,
I
yeah.
was a baby.
You were just being
I was
born.
born.
You were 1 year old at 52.
No, I wasn't even
See-
1. I was 0.
See, space,
0.5.
much older.
Space is so much
No,
older.
look. So,
1909.
I know, Space made it sound like, I'm sorry, he saw it in the theater. He's like, yeah, 93. I mean, 33. I'm immortal.
I was in the film. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
he was in the film.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
okay.
like, I was recording in the bedroom, like when she got taken.
Yeah, I was an extra.
The Roland Emmerich Godzilla movie from 1998. The movie that everybody's like, is this Godzilla or a big ass lizard? What am I looking at? It was like a whole thing about fish. I don't
Yeah,
know if
it was-
anybody remembers this
Yeah,
movie.
no, I remember. We were just talking. Yeah,
was
that
like-
was weird.
it was
I
like-
like it though.
It was a whole thing about fish, and everybody's like, what's going on with these fucking fish? Like, and then remember they did a big lure for Godzilla where it was like, oh, the fish and laid the eggs. It was all weird. I fucking loved
I love it.
that
yeah.
movie.
I think it's pretty good. That one looks like some kind of alligator iguana.
Yes, it does.
Hybrid that shouldn't happen. Yeah.
It's very fucking
Mhm.
90s. It's a very 90s movie. It's a very fucking the turn of the century at the end of the 90s. But it's so weird. But I really like that fucking movie. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah. It's for what it was. Actually, it's pretty good. I like to watch it. It's different. Godzilla looks completely different. There was actually a movie. Now I'm thinking about it. I can't remember what it was called, but there was a Godzilla that was fighting other monsters like quickly. Like he was just like packing them up really quickly, and he completely destroyed that Zilla. And it was like an homage to say like that was not the real one. I want to show you the clip. Maybe I'll try to. I'm gonna try to show you listeners that I cannot remember what the movie was called, but it was a Godzilla that was fighting a bunch of his his opponents like just really quickly, and when he was fighting Zilla, which is technically what that one was called from '98, he just blasted him with a radiation beam and he just took him out in one hit. I gotta show you that. I'm gonna try to put it on there so you guys can see it.
That Zilla was basically it was just a dinosaur.
Yeah.
It was just a big ass dinosaur.
He had longer arms.
It had no. It was just a big ass.
Yeah, he hunched over and he would get on all fours.
Also, any true like Godzilla monster fan would say Zilla was not Godzilla.
It was an abomination.
Everything that we're saying
Like
right now,
Apex.
if we have like true Godzilla fans listening, they're going to say everything we're saying right now is a hot take. Everything.
Look, I never said. Look, I'm not saying that was the definitive Godzilla. That was like blah blah blah. I just enjoyed it for what it was, especially in the '90s. You gotta like.
I get that part.
Put yourself in that space.
I mean, when I was younger, I thought it was great, but now that I rewatch it, I'm like, this is horseshit.
See, I don't compare movies to movies. I don't do it. It's good for what it was at the time. I enjoyed it.
It was good. No, I really like it. I've seen it a couple times and it doesn't miss. To me, it doesn't miss. I'm trying to think of a Godzilla movie before then. I know we kind of slowly touched upon Skull Island, and there he fought like a bunch of monsters that were just on an island. I know like those Slytherin things, not Slytherin things, but they were like snakes that had What was it called?
Skull crawlers.
Skull crawlers. Yeah.
According to John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
Also,
that's what I call my car.
I was gonna say this one thing.
Tell me.
I still love the Jack Black King Kong. Alright. The reason why I still love that movie, and everybody will hate on me for it.
I'm not going to hate on you because I actually really love that movie.
I love the movie because the other animals or bugs or whatever, the other monsters that were on there were just real life bugs that we have just grown to a million times larger.
Yep.
Like the centipedes. Or the millipedes or whatever.
Like, those scenes were
that
amazingly done.
Scary.
Those were done really good.
All I'm
so
saying
anything
is,
but Kong, you're saying, right? Even though you're Team Kong, everything but Kong was good in that? Thanks.
No. I don't know what you're talking
Apex,
about.
continue.
if I'm in a log and a centipede that size
You're in a log
attacks me,
So you're dead.
just call me quits. Yeah, like it's over.
You lay down.
Res needed. Like I'm not.
First
Even
of all-
like a small one, you're like...
First of all, that's all these movies. Why are we specifying that one? If Godzilla actually existed,
I could take him.
Space can take them.
Space will take
fuck
him.
that. Well, I'm out.
Space said, I'll take the smoke.
I'm out.
I got
Space, how you
hands.
taking him? You gotta tell us.
Brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles.
Way better than whatever fucking Fist of Temelong. For those who know Shaolin Showdown, y'all are real ones. If you know Shaolin Showdown, y'all are real ones. Anybody here know what that is?
Oh God, yes.
Shaolin Showdown? You know, so that's the Fist of Temelong. You think I don't remember that shit? That was good. Anyway, that's, I guess, to
I just went
Apex.
down a
Yo, that's
hole
crazy.
watching Shaolin
You remember
Showdown.
Shaolin Showdown?
That's crazy.
Dude, that's crazy. Fist of Temelong, yo, that's a good show, but we're not going to stick on that. But
That's crazy.
yeah, it is weird how he only has one arm, one glove, but, you know, that's his own thing.
Way off topic. Way off. We're gonna come back. You just said that made me think about Jackie Chan Adventures, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna continue.
Yo, the talismans?
All
talismans?
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just putting that. You made me think about it, and that's all I'm saying.
That was a good show, too.
Uncle.
I know they actually, I don't remember.
I
I feel like there was a Godzilla animated series at one point based off Zilla. Like the one you were talking about from '98. Was it popular? Probably not.
Nope.
But there's a lot to look forward to with the new Godzilla. I know we didn't talk too much about it, but in theaters currently there is Godzilla Minus One. It is straight from Japan, Japanese dub, English sub. It looks great. I've heard really, really great things about it. There's even some. I watched a reviewer that said it's just one of the greatest movies in general this year. I am very interested. Tonya, you had something to say?
No, that's all I've heard too.
Yeah,
all I've heard is
it's
that
really
it
good.
was really good. People are saying it's one of the best movies they've ever seen. One of the best interpretations of Godzilla they've ever seen. Like, I don't know. People have been really hyping it up, so I kind of want to see it.
Is this a still spin-off or like its own thing, or is this
It's
part
its
of
own
It's
thing.
it's Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it has nothing to do with
So it's like
the
a
American
Zilla.
version.
It's like a Zilla.
No, because
No,
Zilla
it's-
is a American kind of like interpretation.
That's what I'm
of it.
saying.
Yeah, but this new Godzilla is America's version of it with Kong. But the Godzilla that Japan has, that's their own thing. Like, they have their own thing. They have like what Apex had said at one point, Shin Godzilla, which that's a whole
Yeah.
crazy Godzilla.
Yeah.
And then this Godzilla, they said, is comparative to like the Jason Voorhees. Like he's coming out to get you. Like he'll come at every
Like-
corner. We don't expect it.
Not to be like, this movie is to the Japanese people. I mean, who created the character in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is their Godzilla. This is the movie.
Some could
Okay.
say Godzilla.
So, yeah, and I mean that is
That is the proper
that is
pronunciation.
his- yeah.
I am Japonese.
Japonese.
Japanese.
Anyway, this was definitely a hot take on a lot of the Godzilla things we have coming up. New movies, old movies, some classics, a little bit of history for you when it comes to Kong and Godzilla. I would definitely love to watch this movie. Maybe we'll watch it as a group. Maybe we can come back and talk about it when it comes out. Yeah, I don't know. Anybody else have any final things to say about anything Godzilla?
Hey, if you want us to watch this movie, put it down in the comments. The brand new one, the one that's out right now, the Japanese version, let us know. Put it in the comments, let us know.
Last thing I gotta say is Godzilla over King Kong all day.
Ah, dope.
Yeah. It's
Nope.
crazy because Apex actually has
Kong.
a tattooed on his chest. I don't know why, but that's weird. What are you going to say, DJ?
Kong all day, boy.
Kong all day.
Kong all day. Clap them cheeks.
He's definitely wrong
Chill out.
about that. But thank you guys for tuning in. We definitely have our Spotify ready. We have our Apple Podcast ready. Check us out on Instagram. Follow the link. Follow, subscribe, and like. We love you. We appreciate your time. Definitely come back to the next one. Enjoy the shifts. Come back and join us on this crazy shift. We love you guys. Peace. All right, familia. Thank you for tuning in and listening. We appreciate you. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Adios.